Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be. This is your weekly update. There are just a handful of things that I want to talk about as we move forward. I'm just going to make some overall, observations and things like that. I'm going to try also not to repeat anything that I say in the actual update itself. I want to call your attention to what's going to happen past this point in the course. As of the prior update, you had access to, all of this content here, and that was up until June the 11th. So as of this one, this particular video that you're watching right now, you will have access to everything else in the entire course. I had promised this earlier in the semester. All of you are on the right track. You'll understand what I want for explorations. This helps you to be able to work ahead if you really, really want to be able to do that. But it also keeps you on track and, again, helps you to meet those expectations. A couple of quick things about that. You will have a reading quiz, as before, every single week. You'll have an exploration on the 18th, and you'll have a final paper on the 25th. Now, I've been warning about the final paper all the way throughout the entire semester. I showed you where you could find that information earlier inside the course. All that information is contained yet again inside the final paper that you'll have access to here. Past that, you will have an exploration that's due, and then we will be moving toward the final exam, which will be toward the very beginning of early July. So, roughly a month from when you're watching this video, and that gives you a roadmap for the rest of the course. Now, again, pace yourself accordingly. Make sure you're doing the reading. Make sure you're following along with the course content, all the things that I provided for you, and you should be able to do just fine. But we just finished up with that first exam. All of you did very well. I could tell that you were really digging into the materials. Sometimes you were vague, or sometimes you gave a very broad statement of some sort. Just be careful about that as we go forward. There will be questions like that on the second exam as well. So again, as long as you're doing the reading, as long as you're following along with the course content, you shouldn't have a problem. This is, if you're doing work and you're showing me that you're doing the work and you're critically and actively engaging with the content, that's what I'm looking for, because I want to see that you can walk away from this course and have a better understanding how culture, especially Southern culture, manifests and influences all of our lives. Okay, I'm not going to, again, repeat anything I'm going to say inside the module. I'll just briefly say, if you have participated in the optional 3.5, thank you. If you didn't want to, that's okay too. By all means, thank you for being willing to explore these topics in your own private explorations. If, for some weird reason, this is the first you've heard of it, you still have until the end of the day on the 11th to be able to do that. And then after that, the message board will close. It's because, we need to be able to put a bow on that and move forward. But this is, it's a difficult time. It's a very controversial time, and I want to make sure that everybody has access to that part of the conversation as well. That's it. Pretty short, simple, straight to the point. I'm not going to waste your time. There's not really anything new to say. The earlier videos are longer because there's so much more to say. I have to explain explorations and everything else. This one, at this point, we're halfway through the semester. You have a handle on everything in the course. It's just a matter of, moving through that content and doing the work. Okay? If you have questions, comments, or concerns or anything, just shoot me an email. Otherwise, I will send out another announcement next week. Okay? See you then.